All right, here we go. Lil Zay Osama, welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's the word, my boy?
It's been like 6 years.
Yeah, long time.
Since that time, man, you had a lot of success, a lot of struggles, ups and downs, but you still here, you healthy,
For sure.
you got fans, you getting views, you doing shows, you got healthy kids, man. Congratulations.
You already know. Appreciate that, G.
Well, the biggest thing that happened was the whole situation with the switch in the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we all heard about it, it sounded crazy. It was like, in New York of all places, which has like the worst gun laws anywhere, you leaving a switch in an Uber just sounded insane. But there's a lot more to the story,
I
though.
ain't leaving no switch in the Uber.
And that's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot more to this story. So let's break it all down. This was 2022. So you were in New York, what, for a studio session?
I was in New York for Rolling Loud. I was in New York doing On the Radar and a couple more different interviews.
Okay. So it was a bunch of you in a car.
Yeah, like 7 or 6 of us.
Okay. Now, during the ride, the Uber driver said that he saw you basically handling a gun.
Yeah.
Is there any truth in that?
Who finna be in the Uber? All right, let's just say this. The Uber driver driving the Uber, right?
Right.
I'm directly behind him. So at some point, you had to either turn around like this to see me, or you had to either like adjust your mirrors to see me, like see what I'm doing in the back.
Got it.
Why would I be in an Uber, up in a gun, doing anything with a gun? Like, that's just the dumbest shit ever. He just remembered me personally, because I had the grills, I had the permanent grills in, the chains. I was damn near the only nigga he could remember.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You were the standout member.
Exactly. So that nigga ain't never seen me handling no gun in the Uber.
Okay. Well, you guys get dropped off, you leave the car, and then the driver finds a 40 Glock in the car that's been modified to a switch.
Now, mind you, when that was left in the car, I got out the car and went into the interview, changed my clothes, did the interview, and came back out an hour later. And then they pulled back up saying the gun was found in the car.
Was the car waiting the whole time?
No, he left.
Right, because it was just regular Uber.
He told me like, cause I told him like, we trying to have you for like 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? He like, he said he agreed to it at first. And then after that, he like, yo, I gotta go pick up somebody from the airport and this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, just at the next location, we getting out. You know what I'm saying? So at that location, I told my homie them like, grab all the bags and suitcases out the car. We gonna get another car cause he tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I went into the interview. I ain't even wait on them to get the bags and stuff out the car. I went straight into the interview. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the driver drives off.
He drives off. He
Finds
came
the
back
gun.
an hour later.
Finds the gun and calls the police.
Yeah, I guess.
And he gives the names of the passengers. So did he know everyone in the car, or was it just a
He
regular
ain't
Uber
get no
booking?
names.
Okay, 'cause that's what it said in the report.
Nah, he ain't get no names. He don't even know nobody names.
Okay, but he did call the police.
Yeah, he called
and
the
then they
police.
cross-referenced the booking. Like, how long after you leave the car do you get arrested?
Like an hour later.
An hour later.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think when the cops first rolled up on you?
They was saying somebody robbed somebody.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. I know I'm free to go. I know y'all got the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got the wrong person. So, like, I'm in my mind wondering, like, I'm looking at my homies. So my homie them standing right here on the sidewalk. So I'm looking at them, I'm like, what's going on? Like, is something y'all ain't telling me? You know what I'm saying? Why is they grabbing me? I done changed my clothes and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got on different clothes and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's confusing to me. They ain't let me know that I was booked for a gun until I got to the station and was about to get transferred to the feds. They was saying, oh, you in New York with a Glock with a switch? Da-da-da-da. Like, you know what I'm saying?
okay. Were you the one that booked the Uber yourself?
No.
Under your own name? It was under someone else's name. Because
it was under my manager, KM, my old manager.
got it.
Yeah.
Because I guess what had happened once they got everyone's names, they got your name, they saw that you had a previous gun conviction, right? So you had a gun charge from how long before then?
I had a gun charge. My gun charge was a misdemeanor though.
Right.
It was in Chicago.
It was
Same situation.
same
A
situation.
gun left in the car. Everybody hopped out, fled. I'm one of the ones that got caught, and they put the gun on me, a misdemeanor.
Okay. But that was Chicago.
Yeah.
This is New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess them finding that conviction kind of triggered them to think that you're the one with the gun, basically?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what their motive was.
Okay.
And you know they got a lot of hip hop police out there too and shit like that. So you know they target the rappers, you feel me?
Right. So you get charged with possession of a machine gun and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
No, see, they couldn't charge me with felon. They couldn't charge me with that.
Were you a felon
Felon.
at that point?
I wasn't a felon at that point.
Okay. So
Yeah.
why did I read that?
Because they charged me with that at first.
Oh.
That's why the shit got thrown out. I wasn't a felon in possession.
Aha.
I ain't have no felonies on my background.
Okay. Now, what's interesting about this case is that it wasn't like your fingerprints and that, just your fingerprints. It was like 4 or 5 fingerprints on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess my thing is, because I've been around studios with guns lying around and, you know, go to friends' houses, there's a gun on the coffee table. I never touch those guns. Never, ever, ever. I don't want my fingerprints on those fucking guns. I don't know what those guns have been doing before I got there. So I never, ever touch guns. That's always been my policy. And I've been around it dozens of times.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even touch a gun like that?
Me?
Yeah. Because they found your fingerprints on it along with others,
I
right?
ain't never touched this shit. You could get fingerprints off. And they didn't even say fingerprints.
What do they say? DNA?
DNA. You know, DNA, you can get DNA. If I was just sitting right here and my leg rubbed against that seat and the gun happened to fall on that seat,
Okay.
you can get the DNA like that. It's different ways to get DNA. They ain't ever had my print like on that gun.
Oh, really? Okay, because that's
no.
what it was kind of reported.
Not at all.
Aha.
DNA.
Okay.
DNA fall off you every day.
Okay, I got it. So they give you a $1 million bail
Mm-hmm.
and you paid it.
No.
No? What happened?
It was like, you know, you got to put up property and shit like that and all that shit. So that's the steps I had to go through. People had to sign up, put property up, all type of shit like that.
Okay, so you ultimately got bail. How long were you locked up before the bail came through?
The first day I got the bill, I got out.
Okay, so
I was locked up 30 days.
so you had a whole month.
Yeah, but it was court and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And then when I went to court the last time, they was like, all right, we're gonna set the bill at this, da 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 da. You feel me? When it got the signatures, when it got out.
Okay, so you get out, but it seems like all this other shit starts to happen. So in January 2023, you got arrested in Chicago because you were one of several people that got detained during a stolen vehicle investigation, and they find 6 guns in the car.
That's a lie.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Which situation?
That January 2023 situation.
I ain't never got locked up in January.
I'm not saying you got locked
December.
up. Hold on a second. The report is on January. Okay, this may happen in December then. Yeah, I think maybe the report came out a little bit later, but yeah. So December 2022. So after you get out on bail, then that situation happens?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got out from New York. That situation happened. Which the car was not stolen. That was my real car.
Why do you think it was stolen?
That was just the report that they wrote up. You know, they write up all type of bullshit ass reports.
Got it.
The car was not stolen. The car was in my name. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't stolen. They capped. That was just a probable cause to get on the vehicle, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they end up not charging me with none of that shit.
But they found 6 guns, allegedly.
No, they ain't found 6 guns. I think they found
that's made up
2.
too?
Yeah, it's made up.
Okay.
They found 2 guns.
I mean, when that was happening, were you like, God damn, like I just got this gun charge here, now I'm here, these other guns, and like this is all, and I had the
And
previous
I think those,
gun misdemeanor before, like this is just looking bad for me right now.
yeah, but those situations be kind of like coming from just hanging around the wrong motherfuckers, you know? Being around the wrong people for real, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. All
Yeah.
my friends and everybody that I'm associated with from back home is street niggas in the streets, life in danger. So this the way niggas gotta move. So when you see me in these situations, it's only because I'm hanging around, you know? That's it. It don't necessarily be me for real, for real. I'm always just the one taking the rap for it. Some way, somehow, I always get the bad end of the shit.
See, I remember the last time I was in the car with a rapper I knew who had an illegal gun in New York. Like I remember that day. I remember he like, yeah, I got my gun on me. I'm like, this is it. I'm not doing this shit again. I said, this is the last time I'm gonna be around someone in this situation. Because I'm like, if we get pulled over, what's gonna happen?
But your mindset different. You ain't in the streets. You ain't no street nigga. You ain't got no beefs, no danger to your life. Good guy.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I understand from a nigga that's witnessing shootouts, getting shot at, having to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like a nigga life in danger every day. So, a nigga gonna be like, shit, I gotta protect myself at the end of the day. Niggas getting killed outside of police stations. Niggas getting killed outside of probation, going to check in to their probation officer. Niggas getting killed at all type of places where it's unbelievable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck is this going on right here? So you think I'm not finna protect myself?
Well, but to be fair, all right, so it's not like you really have issues like that in New York,
No, for sure.
right? So you're around people that are being extra in New
And
York.
that's exactly why I ain't had a gun.
Right.
That's why exactly
That's what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying.
on
But
my
you're around
possession.
people that are doing unnecessary shit.
I ain't know
They're
that
doing too
nobody
much.
had a
But
gun
in
around
retrospect,
me,
but
for
now,
real.
but you kind of know the type of people you're around.
I know the type of people I'm around.
Yeah.
That don't mean I can pinpoint and say, oh, he got the gun.
Right.
Or
Fair
he
enough.
got the gun.
Fair enough.
I can't pinpoint that.
Okay. And then another situation happened in December of 2023 where it had to do with a theft. And
Okay,
there
so
was-
you're getting two situations mixed up.
Am I?
The first case that you talking about, when you said the 6 guns got caught in the car,
Yeah.
that's true. I was never arrested in that case.
Okay.
My little brother got arrested on that case.
Oh.
And they put it in the media as if it was me.
Oh.
I never had nothing to do with that case.
What happened with that case?
The white car, the Infinity, that was on the news and all that shit, and the SWAT team surrounded the downtown apartments and shit. I ain't get locked up on that case. I ain't get charged with
That
shit.
was your brother's case.
That was my little brother.
Okay.
They
but then-
just made it seem like it was me for some reason, putting dumb shit in the media. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't had nothing to do with me. The next case that we talking about is this December case with the theft and all that.
Right, the $10,000.
That's the case that they were saying the car was stolen on.
Ah,
which
okay.
was my car. It wasn't stolen.
Got it. So I guess there was a loaded, gun with a switch in a passenger compartment, and there was a scratched out serial number and some other shit. But ultimately, they dropped that case.
They dropped that shit.
Okay. Was anyone charged?
Yeah, my little homie, Trey Swiss, was charged. And my other homie, Lil Deuce, RP Lil Deuce, he was charged.
Okay. So did they come forward and say those are our gun? That's our gun?
My homie Trey Swiss, he did. He told them, shit, all these guns mine. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And he took the rap. Free Trey Swiss, shorty a real one. Bro.
Not too many people do that.
Not too many people do that. Niggas, real niggas, you know what I'm saying? Gonna last a long time. That's my brother, I love him, bro. Free folks.
I mean, before the rap money started coming in and you had to transition your life into a whole different situation, did you and your friends ever have conversations about this particular type of situation, saying, listen, if we get pulled over and there's a gun found in the car, like what is the game plan?
We ain't had no talks like that. If you gotta have a talk like that with your mans, then he ain't your mans for real. Cause this ain't nothing to think about. We gonna protect the breadwinner, we gonna protect the prize, we gonna protect the moneymaker, you know what I'm saying? That's just point blank period. Not necessarily saying, you know what I'm saying, niggas gonna throw their life away and all this extra shit. Is just like, on a situation like that, I'm like, nah, I wanna see you win and do good. I know you got goals and shit and kids and all type of shit. And I know if I ever get fucked up or I need you or anything, you gonna come through for me the whole way.
Right.
So it's just, you know, a brotherly respect, loyalty thing. You feel what I'm saying? So my niggas see what I got going on. So a nigga gonna be like, Zay, go finish your mission. I know you got me. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, you know?
Well, January 2024, a New York grand jury indicted you for machine gun possession, unregistered firearm possession over the 2022 incident. Now, initially you pled not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
When you got indicted, how worried were you? Because
All right, let me tell you, the first time I pleaded not guilty,
yeah,
because I knew they ain't hire me. I ain't hire no gun, I ain't touch no gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how the fuck this gun got in the Uber. So this was my whole mindset when I first got caught and they charged me. And I knew what I was talking about. So 30 days later, they give me a bond, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get put on house arrest. As I'm at the crib, I get a call from them. Yo, yeah, cut the house arrest, man. I'll bring it up to the thing, your case thrown out. I look at the phone like, what? My case thrown out? They throw the case out. Like 9 months later, they're like, yo, the detectives want to talk to you downtown. They from New York. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I go downtown and talk to the detectives. They're like, yeah, we just need to take this swab from you for DNA for the case because potentially they want to bring this case back up if your fingerprints found on it. Mind you, they saying I can get locked up if I don't do the swab and shit. I'm like, the case is already thrown out. Y'all come back 9 months trying to swab me? Is this deep? They really was mad that they ain't had me on that shit and it's New York and they really want to make an example out of rapper, you know what I'm saying? So I just do the swab. I'm in that bitch debating with my daddy. I'm like, hey, look, I can run out the back right here. You know, like, you're like, no, son, just do it, man, just do it. I'm like, why the fuck they trying to swab me all of a sudden? This shit don't feel right. I end up just doing a little swab and shit. They come back like 3-4 months later and say, yo, we got an offer on the table for you. Take this 18 months. Your guideline's only 24 months. Take this 18 months. Mind you, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna plead guilty to what the bam. Give me that 18 months like yesterday. I'm going. Take me to jail now. I'm gonna do that time and get right back out. Before I can take that 18 months, the other case popped up with the theft and all that shit. We get into that high speed chase and all that shit. So now I got this case. So now they booking me anyway. So now I'm in DuPage County. New York flew over from DuPage to come and get me and take me back to New York to deal with that case. They asked me which case did I want to deal with first, the DuPage case or the Fed case. I'm like, the Fed case, yeah. Fed case, they came and got me, took me over there. I'm over there for that little time. I end up copping out. But the thing what they was trying to get me at was, if I would have copped out for that case in DuPage, if I would have pled guilty to that, then I would have had a felony on my background. So then the feds would have been like, all right, we can enhance him because he got a felony on his background.
Well, but the felony came after the fact.
No, but you gotta understand this. I never pleaded guilty to, so mind you, I had a felony in LA and a felony in Chicago. I'm fighting both of those cases while I'm in the feds fighting this case. So I'm fighting 3 cases. So if I plead guilty to the LA case or the Chicago case, I'm a felon. And then the feds gonna enhance me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't plead guilty to neither one of those cases until I knew what I was doing with the fed shit.
Right, with the 14 months.
Yeah. So I had to do it the smart way, you feel me?
Yeah, because worst case worse, you go to court, you could get 30 years.
Not 30 years though.
No?
In the feds, so say for instance, if you get caught with a switch right now in New York,
Yeah.
you're not doing no 30 years, not doing 20 years, not doing 15 years, you're not doing 10 years.
What are you doing, 5?
10 years is the minimum is the max that they could give you.
Okay.
A switch case is 0 to 10 years, but it also goes off guidelines, meaning
Previous.
if you don't have no record or no felonies on your record, they cannot give you, if your case held, like my case, held 24 months. You gotta be a dick-ass judge for me to walk up in this bitch and you say, 10 years. That's the max time. No judge is really doing that. No judge is doing that. You get me? And when you do that, you going outside the guidelines, which means when this person appeal it and go back in court, you went above their guidelines they're able to appeal at, and it's most likely they're gonna get back.
Right.
You get me? So most judges stay within the guideline. My guideline was 18 to 24 months. My judge went under the guidelines because of all the shit that was going on in MDC, all the infested shit, the raids, the bullshit, the killing, all type of shit in that bitch, you feel me? So they was crediting people double the time that they was doing because all this was going on in there. And then plus, you know, my daughter, my kids, my rap career, all type of shit. Like the judge took all that into consideration and gave me under my guidelines, which is 14 months.
Okay, so you accept that.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you finally pled guilty and they gave you the final number?
I was like, man, I felt great. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like I already had the time in. And it's like, I'm asking the security up in the courtroom, like, man, how much time you think she gonna give me? They like, man, you got one of the best judges. Her name was Nina, some shit, I can't even remember. But they like, you got one of the best judges. She's very lenient on y'all, on inmates and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. I go up in that motherfucker. She was just basically saying, like, you know, you got kids. I'm taking your rap stuff into consideration. I want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then plus the jail. So she gave me a lot of time credited. You feel me? And got me out of there. No count.
Okay, now, while you're going through this, Diddy's in the same jail as you?
Yeah, Diddy was in the same jail as me, but I ain't never seen Diddy. He was on the other side of the building, like in protective custody or some shit.
Right. But didn't that kind of cause a kind of a stir in the jail with Diddy being
Yeah,
there?
hell yeah, man. That nigga was complaining so much about everything. The
Complaining
food,
about what?
the food, the living in there, all type of shit. You feel me? So that made them look at MDC a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine there was a lot of fucked up shit going on in MDC.
Yeah.
And then a famous person come up in that bitch and overly complain and making this shit hit the news, like all type of shit. You know, his case was big. So what he stationed at, they gonna have their eyes on that motherfucker seeing what's going on with it, you know what I'm saying? And about him complaining and doing all that shit so much, they smacked that bitch, sent the outside feds in there, all type of shit. I'm seeing DAs up, man, it was all type of crazy shit going. I'm looking out my window, I'm seeing they ass, man, they so fucking deep, they brought whole forces over there. Hit every floor from 1 through 7 on my mom.
Huh.
They weren't playing.
Okay, so you plead guilty, then you get transferred to federal prison.
Yeah.
You were locked up with Bishop Whitehead, a.k.a. the Bling Bishop.
Hey, man, free Bishop, man.
Free the
That's
Bishop?
Free Bishop, that was my boy, man. That's funny ass, man. You know, I'm spiritual, you feel what I'm saying? I believe in God, man. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? But I heard everything that he did allegedly and everything that he was doing or whatever with the church, all that crazy ass shit.
We got convicted of it.
I don't respect none of that shit. Just because
he was stealing money
just
from
because you
the church.
convicted, that don't necessarily mean you did it. I done seen niggas just plead guilty to some shit they ain't even do, just trying to get out of jail fast.
Same thing, you're saying he's innocent.
Like, I don't know if he innocent or not. That ain't my call. Shit, that's on him and God.
All right, fair enough.
You feel me? But him as a human being, he a good nigga. He a good human being, you know what I'm saying? I was in jail with him. Like, we laughed, kick it, talk, you know what I'm saying? He a good human being. He a good nigga, as far as that.
Well, when you were locked up in New York, Gangster Disciples approached you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, now you said you're not BD.
No, I'm not BD. I'm not BD, I'm not GD, I'm not Stone, I'm not none of that.
Okay.
I'm just my hood, my block, bad side of Cali, 6300, where I grew up at.
But haven't you said GDK in your songs?
Yeah, for some other niggas, you know what I'm saying? Not New York GDs. This what the problem was. I was in New York, and as soon as I got there, all the GDs started posting on Facebook and different websites that when I land on one of their decks, they gonna do this and that to me, you feel me? So as soon as I get to MDC, I went to the 6th floor. I went to the 6th floor. You feel me? Free my nigga Jeezy Moolah on, bro. I went up there with bro. You feel me? And I mean, I was good, bro. And made sure I was healthy in that motherfucker, like no cap. But I was in the bullpen one day going to court, and the GDs seen me. I guess he supposed to have been one of the big GDs or something. I don't know, man. And he approached me under the act like, yo, ain't you Zay, da-da-da, you with that GDK shit? I said, yeah, I'm GDK. What's the word? I ain't GDK for no niggas in New York. I don't know y'all, I ain't into it with y'all, but I'm GDK. You know what I'm saying? For them niggas. So they in the bullpen looking at me like, this little nigga tough as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, they play with knives and shit all day in New York and jail and shit. So, you know, I'm in my mind, I'm like, these niggas finna try to cut me. I'm finna fuck one of these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? So I had my back against the door the whole time I'm in the bullpen. There was another nigga up in there like, yo, he said he GDK, but he ain't GDK for y'all. Like, y'all going too far, nigga. Stop tweaking. This my mans. Like, Moolah my man, so Zay my mans, because that's his mans. Like, y'all niggas chill in this bitch. So we talked it out as man, you know. I let them know it wasn't no smoke or no beef with them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a worldwide thing, you know what I'm saying? There's some shit back in Chicago, back at home, you know what I'm saying? I got family GDs, my daddy them GDs, all type of shit. It ain't no disrespect to the world of GDs. It's to this one set.
Okay, but to be fair,
yeah,
GDK stands for Gangster Disciple Killer.
To be fair, yes.
To be fair, that's the initials, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say I start doing interviews and I say, Black Man Killer. But not y'all, just other black dudes that I don't like. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when I run into a bunch of black guys in jail, I'd be like, listen, not y'all. I know I said Black Man Killer in all my interviews and songs and all that, but I was talking about some other black guys.
No, but see, this the street, so niggas understand, like, shorty and them GDK.
Okay, but clearly they misunderstood right there, though, because the fact that you have to go and do a whole explanation behind it, do you see the problem of saying stuff like that? Now that you're older and so forth.
I mean, I definitely see the problem of saying shit like that, because even my pops them, you know what I'm saying, they like, man, your ass better stop saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle them, like, your ass better stop saying that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause
I'm telling you, you should stop saying that shit.
They GDs and shit too, though, you feel what I'm saying? But it was like a personal thing that was against some other niggas that killed my cousin and shit. But you see, I don't even care about saying that shit no more, you feel me? I got family that's GDs, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't really even, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Well, Whack 100, and you got into it on Clubhouse. And I had Whack on here recently, and he basically said that although he got into it with you, once he went back and looked, he didn't find any snitching paperwork or anything of that sort.
Man, that nigga Whack, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, when he first he did the shit when I was in jail. He said, oh, this nigga gotta be snitching and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, okay.
When I came home, I let that shit slide.
Right, because I think with most of us that were looking from the outside looking in, 14 months for a Glock and a switch in New York sounds crazy.
But do you see where you go wrong at?
I understand
like
that.
Like you just told me about the GDK, so you see where you go wrong at?
I understand.
You can't just assume.
I understand. And this is until you start learning the details. There's a bunch of the fingerprints on the gun. There's a bunch of guys. It made it sound like you're in the car by yourself. You leave the gun with a switch in it, and you run out, and you get caught. That's what it sounds like from the outside.
And I let the internet run with that narrative for a long time. Cool, whatever, because I was in the midst of the case. I'm not really trying to say too much.
Why would you talk about it and have it used against you?
It's like, all right, whatever, go ahead. Think what y'all want to think.
Right.
I know the real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But like I said, he was on this show, and he even said, I didn't see anything of that. I got into it with him because that's how he is, but once he went back and looked, I heard it. Y'all was yelling at each other.
But look, let me tell you something though, bro. He did this shit while I was in jail. I got out, let it slide, didn't say nothing about it. Academic, no Jumper brought it up first. Then I went on Academic, and then the nigga Academic planned and put this nigga Whack on the phone. You feel what I'm saying? Put the nigga Whack on the phone, so now me and Whack going back and forth and arguing and shit, you know what I'm saying? After that interview, me and Whack got on a phone call, because he know I wasn't playing and I was serious. You playing with my name. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell Whack, like, Well, Wack told me that he was doing it on some publicity shit. Like he was just trying to keep the conversation going, and I'm like, gang, you don't play with no real men like that. If you wanted to do some publicity shit or you wanted some content or whatever the case may be, could have called me, hit me, little bro, let's get some content in or whatever. You ain't gonna slander my name around this bitch like I'm a snitch for some content. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't live my life like that. I ain't pulling no stunts for no internet, for no clout or publicity. That shit's stupid to me.
Didn't you want to bet him 50,000?
Yeah, I
what
wanted
he
to
was saying wasn't true.
Yeah, I wanted to bet him 50,000 because I'm knowing I ain't snitch.
Right.
I'm knowing I'm a real nigga. I'm solid, like everywhere I go. So I know it ain't nothing that he could bring up and say, oh, he a snitch, or look at this, or look at that. So I'm willing to bet this man 50K. He did not want to bet. You know why?
Okay, let's bring up a hypothetical situation, right? This is a very interesting conversation. Let's just say, in a different world, you're in the car with your friends. You know one of them has a Glock and a switch, right?
Okay.
He leaves it in the car, everyone gets arrested, and you're facing 30 years unless you tell them whose gun it is. Mm-hmm. Would you do 30 years? And your friend is not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't know. And they don't find any fingerprints on it, whatever else. Do you say that it's your friend's gun, or do you do 30 years?
I ain't gonna do 30 years. You see what you just said? My fingerprint's not on the gun.
But let's just say in this particular situation.
It is?
Let's just say in this situation, whatever. There's a DNA match, there's a couple bodies on the gun, and and it's a whole outrage and whatever else.
Either way it go, for it's protocol, folk. I'm a man at the end of the day, folk. We ain't doing no telling, folk.
Really? So you do 30 years over someone else's gun?
Take that shit on the chin, folk.
I'm not doing 30 years over someone else's gun.
Nigga gotta take that shit on the chin, for real. Nigga can't snitch, nigga can't tell, nigga can't do none of that. Nigga know what they out here getting themselves into around and like some motherfuckers who a motherfucker with.
And your friend is gonna let you do that, and you're gonna go and do those 30 years over a snake, essentially, that's letting you do the time over some shit that he did.
If they find a gun right here, right now, and all us right here.
Yeah.
Don't nobody supposed to say nothing. They put it on whoever they put it on. Whoever take the rap, that's
okay.
Whoever.
Here's another situation. Your friend said it's your gun. Your friend snitches on you and said it's your gun. What do you do? Do you remain silent?
What I'm gonna do? Snitch back?
I don't know.
No.
It's a fucked up situation.
I gotta keep my mouth closed.
You gotta sit there and let that dude testify against you?
Look, it happened before.
You've been snitched on. How many times? How many times have you been snitched on?
I can't get into all that, bro.
Just tell me the number of times. I don't want the details. How many times have you been snitched on?
Probably like twice.
Twice. And did you end up doing jail time over that snitching?
One.
How many years?
Not that long. Not that long. I was juvenile.
A few months?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's a crazy rule book. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
The fact that you would consider doing 30 years over some shit that you didn't do because it's someone else's shit because you have a set of rules that you're living by really puts you at a disadvantage.
But I'm glad that I kept it solid in every situation because now I know what rooms and what people to surround myself around so these situations won't occur.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Now, there was another situation, was it earlier this year, over 2 cameramen getting into it?
The dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. 2 niggas want to act gangster.
And they were cameramen, right?
And y'all cameramans. Right.
And the name of the song that you were filming was Crash Out, which is really kind of what happened. There was a crash out that happened.
Yeah.
So what exactly happened?
Man, them niggas got into it, argued, up guns on each other.
So it was an LA cameraman and a Chicago cameraman.
Hell yeah. Niggas got to fighting, all type of shit. And you see what I mean? This is the problem right here. Just off me being around the situation, and I'm the face, my name on the headlines. Lil Zay Osama robbed the cameraman. And then, back then, I have robbed the cameraman before. So when this situation occur, people will really think in their mind like, yeah, he did this because he did it before.
Right. The funny part about this article was that after the robbery, a Lamborghini and a BMW drove off. So I'm like, what? Who would rob a cameraman and drive off in a Lamborghini?
And then
It just sounds crazy.
And let me tell you something. Who would rob a cameraman? Don't get the camera. Don't get nothing he had on him. He left with everything he came with. What the fuck did we rob him for?
Didn't one of the guys lose teeth?
One of them, hell yeah, lost his motherfucking teeth. On everything.
So it was that bad of a fight.
Hell yeah, he lost one of his teeth. Man, they was out there fighting. Mind you, I was gone. I came back to the scene because I'm hearing they over here at my homie's studio fighting. So my homie like, you know what I'm saying, come get these niggas before they over here fighting. I pulled back up to the studio. The fight already over with though.
Mm-hmm.
I just see one niggas bleeding and niggas walking out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, come on, we gone, bro. Y'all tweaking. Bro and them hop in the car with me. We get out of there. Later on that night, we on the way to the club. The police got behind the car.
Okay, are you in the yellow Lamborghini?
I'm in the yellow Lamb.
Okay.
The police get behind the car. Mind you, this scene been over with for hours now. Police get behind the car. Fool them. You feel me? They end up coming to the car, and they didn't catch nobody in the Lamb truck. When they came to the Lamb truck, it was parked.
Okay, because wasn't it like a 40-minute pursuit?
So they say.
Okay.
That motherfucker was parked. Didn't no helicopter stop it. It wasn't a traffic stop. It wasn't nothing. When they came to where that car was parked. You feel me? They came in the crib and grabbed me out my bed while I'm laying down there and grabbed my other homie and took us to the station. Mind you, once they got the word from whoever they had to call, I was never there when the shit happened. I was never there when it took place. Why am I arrested? Why am I arrested? You know what I'm saying? So they end up letting me go. That same night, like a couple hours later, they let me go, me and my homie. And then they charged my other two homies and then threw the case out once they got the real story about what happened.
So, who got arrested?
Two of my homies.
Okay, was one of them the cameraman?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Chicago cameraman and one of your friends.
Yeah.
What happened with that case?
They threw it out.
The whole thing got thrown out?
The whole thing got thrown out.
Oh, so even the people got arrested got freed?
Everybody got free. That shit was like so goofy, like too goofy. That shit was too goofy, I ain't gonna lie.
Do you feel like this type of shit just always happens to you?
I don't know why it always, you know, I don't know why this shit always be going on. But like I told you, it's always me and the wrong crowds with the wrong people. So, most likely right now, I want my manager, assistant. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I don't need 100 niggas. I don't need 100 friends. I don't need nobody. Because I'm always the one that get blamed for some shit, incarcerated, in jail. Like, I'm always the one. You know what I'm saying?
All the legal fees.
On the motherfucking blogs, looking stupid, legal fees, all type of shit. Like, come on now. Hell no. And it make me look like a real crash out, and I ain't ever been that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I was young, dumb, in the streets doing all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, I'm 28 years old, man.
Well, everyone thought that you were signed to OTF.
No.
But you were never signed.
No, I never signed to OTF.
But you and Durk were close?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause
we did a song, he gave me the chain and shit. You know how artists be, they get niggas chains and shit.
Well, they think you're signed to OTF.
Yeah. So everybody thought I was signed to OTF, but I ain't never signed to OTF.
See, but at one point, correct me if I'm wrong, like, Lil Durk was mad at me for a while, right?
They always be saying you the police.
It wasn't even over that. It was over some stupid shit. It was like, he had like a baby he was having, I think, with India, and he asked me to take that part out of the interview, and one of my, my assistant forgot to do it, so it came out, so I think his girl was mad at me, so he was just mad at me for like, there's a couple of Fuck Vlads on his album, over that, because me and him were actually super cool before that. I'd done a bunch of interviews with him, but me and you were supposed to do an interview, and I heard that you canceled because like Durk didn't like me or something. You know anything about that?
I canceled.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't know. I probably did. I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm here today though.
Yeah. And now me and Durk are cool from what I understand. Because I remember Drew Finley had to ask Durk for permission to do an interview with me, and Durk was like, yeah, we good.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't get mad at interviewers. That's like little boy shit. I used to. Like they go interview the ops or go interview this nigga or niggas I ain't cool with. But this y'all job. This y'all gotta do. Y'all can't pick a side. You know what I'm saying? And y'all only know what these niggas tell y'all or what these niggas put in the atmosphere. So it's like at some point I had to grow the fuck up and be like, I could never be mad at an interview. Like
I mean, it gets done to me.
Yeah,
you know, it happens to all of us. Once we put ourselves out there, people gonna start creating little documentaries about us, and creating all types of narratives, and so it just is what it is.
And I mean, a lot of shit be true, and a lot of shit be don't.
Just is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, but you never signed paperwork to Durk.
No, hell no.
Well, you said something interesting. You said that people were saying that your affiliation with Durk was a curse on you. You responded to that.
Yeah, they be saying that type of dumbass shit like, oh, ever since he signed the OTF, shit just been going left. Like, you constantly get locked up. This was a curse. I've been going to jail a long time ago. I've been did juvenile life. I've been in the streets. I've been having crazy ass cases. Like, y'all just getting the whiff of this shit because I'm in the limelight now. So y'all just seeing this shit. Which is nothing to be glorified, nothing that should be going on, but shit happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't necessarily say, oh, Durk put a curse on him, or it's a curse out here, or OTF a curse, all this dumb
Bad
shit.
Bad boy curse. There's always a curse. There's a sacrifice.
It just be
weird.
weird.
He got sacrificed so he could be a bigger star and all that type of dumb shit.
It'd be weird.
Industry plant. There's always a whole conspiracy type of thing.
Yeah, it'd be weird, bro.
How'd you feel when Durk got locked up, though?
I ain't gonna lie, Durk a good nigga, bro. You feel me? A cool, smooth nigga, bro. Take care of his people, folks. So, you feel me? It's just like one of them things like, damn, bro. I hope bro come from under that shit, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine how you feel right now being at the top right now, like, and to go in, like, in that moment, like, that shit, like, you know? But, bro gonna come back out on this shit. He gonna do what he needs to do. He gonna come from under that shit.
Have you guys talked?
Nah, just like through people, sending my love, sending his love, shit like that.
But you and Vaughn were cool.
Me and Vaughn was cool, on and off.
Right.
Vaughn ass used to be tweaking, man.
I mean, how'd you feel when King Von got killed?
I ain't gonna lie, I posted bro and everything. I feel like it was a big loss for Chicago.
Yeah.
As a whole, you know what I'm saying? Bro was coming up doing this thing, a real one in the streets, a real one, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, damn, bro. It was a shocking. I ain't see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, look, I interviewed Lil Tim, and I interviewed Quando about the situation. It's sad what happens, right? But on a certain level, and it's a world that we're all unfortunately familiar with, once you start putting hands on somebody, especially if that's
niggas can't take getting whooped.
Yeah, but once you start putting hands on people, you don't know what's gonna happen next. Like, look what happened to Tupac. Tupac thought he's gonna die right after, kicking this dude a couple times. He thought he was gonna go party and go fuck and, do some more shows and whatever else. And you put your hands on the wrong people, you just don't know the repercussions of it. And listen, I know I have security that might have done the same thing in a situation like that. If someone jumped on me, and this is someone who is considered a dangerous person, who brags about being, a serial killer and type like that, whether it's true or not, he's still putting that imagery out there. It's a situation where you can't be too shocked over that happening. I'm sure you have friends that would have done the same thing if you got jumped. In that type of fashion.
My homies would have done the same thing.
You see what I'm saying?
We ain't doing no fighting. We hopping out killing your ass. But certain people from Iraq, like, they think out of town niggas be pussy. Like, they think out of town niggas, they take, it's killers everywhere. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas be thinking like, man, listen, we we'll do the same thing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, NBA YoungBoy is about to perform in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to be a cool show, or do you think there's going to be some problems along the way?
I think it's gonna be a cool show.
Yeah?
He gonna have 100 police staff inside out that bitch. 80 cars follow him. Some on police. He got his niggas with him. It's gonna be secure, bro. It's not gonna be nothing that nobody could do to that boy.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And as much as everybody feel like the whole Chicago into a young boy, they not. The whole Chicago not into a young boy. It's just certain people.
And even those people.
And then even those people just dick sucking. They don't even be in the mix, in the beef. A nigga ain't did nothing for them, gave them no money, no nothing. Niggas just want to be relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's going to have a big show, and that's it.
And a lot of people from Chicago really fuck with young boy, even the kids. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like it's going to be...
Why would he be doing a big-ass show there if he didn't sell a bunch of tickets already?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a great show, and then shit going to happen. Facts.
I agree. Now, the situation with King Von was over the bite down situation with your cousin.
Yeah.
So you had a female cousin that was pregnant.
Yep, she was pregnant by Bite Down.
Right. What happens next?
She was pregnant by Bite Down. The whole little situation happened at the crib. You feel me? He went to jail for it. The nigga Von was always saying, free Bite Down. Free Bite Down, free Bite Down, free Bite Down. I was saying fuck Bite Down in my songs.
Well, let's talk about the situation for people that don't know. So your cousin confronted Bite Down for cheating on her. She was pregnant by him at the time, or pregnant by someone else?
She's pregnant by him.
By him. Okay, right. So
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
pregnant by him. She starts accusing him of
My
cheating.
little cousin beat his ass.
Okay.
Her brother beat his ass. You feel me? He's supposed to came back up in that deal that
Right. So an argument happened. Bite Down put hands on her,
Mm-hmm.
and then she called her 16-year-old brother.
Yeah, and he put hands on Bite
He
Down.
beat up Bite Down. Bite Down grabs a gun, kills the younger brother, kills your pregnant cousin, and then kills another family friend that was there?
That was her, that was Imani friend, I think. I think that was her friend. My auntie got shot that night too.
Oh, so 3 people, so it's a triple homicide and a...
Two people died.
2 people, wait.
Two
people died?
2 people got shot.
Okay, so the brother and your
Brother
cousin,
and
your
the,
female
brother
cousin...
and the sister died.
Brother and the sister
Mama
died.
and a friend lived.
Oh.
Mind you, she was pregnant with a baby. Baby died too.
Oh, so
Okay.
there we go. Three deaths. So it's a triple murder.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But Bite Down, I mean, Von used to always say free Bite Down. Mind you, me and Von was cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's niggas from Von Hood that's some kin of my people. My cousin J Money was from over there. Slutty, that's my homie Rich cousin.
Rest in peace.
Like, it's a lot of ties, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'd rather for niggas just to stay out of that shit, don't speak on that shit, and just let that shit blow over than to constantly throw it in our face, free Bite Down, free Bite Down, free Bite Down. Which on his end, he probably don't feel like he's throwing it in our face. It's just like he's saying free his homie that he got
That's
love
his friend,
for.
yeah.
And that's his friend. And you know, at some point, I had to fall back and respect that, because I'd be doing the same thing. But if a nigga did some shit like that, or
I mean,
I'm letting your ass go.
you killed a
That's-
pregnant woman.
that's
I mean,
crazy.
there are certain things that
That's
where you
crazy.
just like,
We ain't
yeah,
friends no more. You doing shit like that.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's just,
I'm gonna leave your ass out the rock
yeah.
doing
If you're
something like
if
that.
you're a registered sex offender, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, like,
You know, there's certain things where you just say, all right, well, that was the path. Plus, no one's gonna free Bite Down. Triple murder with a baby involved. He's
so
not
it's just
going
like
anywhere.
you gonna crash and clash with these other blocks, just trying to say free a nigga to act like you not a bitch or a hoe or whatever the case may be.
But he's never being
saying.
freed. That's the whole
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Like, you're saying free somebody that's gonna die in prison, right? I mean, am I right?
I mean, me personally, I would hope he come home.
Oh, okay.
I pray for him to come home.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but in the reality of the world, you cannot kill a pregnant woman and walk free at some point. That's it.
No, that's
It's a
true.
wrap.
That's true.
It's too heinous of a crime.
That's true.
And her brother, and then you shoot the mother and someone else. Like, yo, no, forget it. We don't want you out here. I'm glad he's there. I don't want to free him. Don't free Bite Down. How's that? Keep Bite Down. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, that caused a bit of friction.
Caused a lot of friction. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad about King Von because I think at the time he was the hottest new drill rapper, period, in the country. I feel.
Yeah, and he was one of the ones that was really outside. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of rappers from Chicago that be rapping and acting like they was in the streets and out here doing this and that, and never did it. Never did it, never would. So, niggas definitely got respect for Von, though.
Now, FBG Duck, he dissed you at one point.
Yeah.
How'd you feel when he got killed?
I mean, I ain't feel no way. My cousin died. My cousin was J Money from O Block. You feel what I'm saying? They used to diss my cousin every day. So he died, shit, I ain't feel no way, for real.
So, Duck dissed your cousin in one of his songs.
Yeah,
in
J
that last
Mane did
song?
all of ass.
The
You know them they ops, so all of them was, they was dissing, how that shit go,
I mean, how do
And
you
then
feel?
I was fucking with smirking them, so all them niggas was mad and feeling the way, and
I mean, now that you're a little bit older and you've gone through jail time and you've gone through the bullshit arrests and the beef and everything else like that, would you still diss somebody who's dead, or are you done with that?
I don't care to diss nobody that's dead. Like, to blatantly say fuck them or fuck your dead homie or any of that, I don't care to do it. Now, if you make me super mad, then my old side will come out. The old me will come out. My younger me will come out. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I try to stay away from dissing the dead, stay away from dissing the ops, period. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my nose clean and out of all the bullshit, you feel me? For real, for real.
How'd you feel when the leaked Young Thug phone call came out and he was talking about Lil Durk?
That shit was crazy. I mean, even though he ain't say nothing like super crazy, I still feel like the industry be kind of feeling like, like we need them in a sense. Like Chicago motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying? I still be feeling that way though. You feel me?
I mean, after the video came out, do you think Young Thug snitched or not really?
I really didn't listen, like, for real, honest to God, truth, I really didn't even listen to the audio. And if I did, I don't remember what he said. So if you can inform me, then I'll let you know.
I mean, he basically talked about Pee Wee Roscoe potentially being the shooter with Lil Wayne's tour bus and everything else like that.
So he said he was the shooter?
Well, let's see what he says then. So, according to ChatGPT, number one, he sat there for 2 hours in the interrogation room. And he name dropped Pee Wee Roscoe in connection with the tour bus shooting. He also said that he implied that Young Thug, so Young Thug also basically said that Pee Wee Roscoe sold weed to Lil Wayne. And he basically, I think he gave his phone number and said, hey, call me, but just don't let this get out and stuff like that.
That's telling. I don't give a fuck if a nigga was convicted for it or wasn't, or if a nigga did it or didn't. Like, that's telling, bro. And then you giving your number saying, call me, just don't let the world know. Why the world can't know? If this ain't telling shit, I don't give a fuck who know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
I think the problem with Thug is that as soon as he get out...
Thug was one of my favorite rappers, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
What about now?
I still listen to Thug right now.
Right. But I think the thing with Thug is that he went so hard on all the rats and, all these snitches and all these rats and,
Mm-hmm.
And then this tape comes out and you're like, whoa. If he had just said, hey, listen, I did what I had to do. I had to, I told him this, but no one got convicted and so forth. Basically, like what Gunna did.
So basically, like, what he trying to say, he was lying to the police or just saying certain shit to get him out of his face or something, or what?
I mean, he was kind of saying that. I mean, he basically said, you know, one of his posts said they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where? He was talking about P. Roscoe. But there is an interrogation video. I don't know. And I think that was the problem, that he was so presented himself as being.
I don't think none of these niggas, I think a lot of these niggas still gonna fuck with Durk though. You know, a lot of niggas built a lot of like relationship with him and like, you know, he wanted to go to the music shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just like a lot of niggas need to start just sticking to the music. You ain't gotta be street. You ain't gotta go to jail. You ain't gotta shoot and kill to be a musician. And that's why a lot of people get it fucked up at like everybody portraying this image because this was selling. The gangster shit is selling. The drill killing shit is selling. And that's why all these youth coming up nowadays on some shit like, I wanna catch a body, I wanna catch a hat, I wanna be outside with 100 guns in my videos on YouTube and all this, because what the world doing right now? As soon as a nigga come up with 100 guns in his video rapping about some killing shit, what these white folks doing? Dotted line, signing them, here go a check. Here go a check. Here go a check. It's killing the community. It's killing the people. It's killing the youth. You feel me? A nigga come up doing gospel rap, everybody looking this way. Nigga come up doing drill, everybody like, yeah, you going crazy, little bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just everybody supporting the wrong shit and promoting the wrong shit. And the cycle gonna continue because, like when I was growing up, the drug dealer on the block had all the cars, all the bitches, all the money. So when I walked outside my door, guess what I wanted to be? A drug dealer.
Right. But here's the thing. 99.9% of the fans have nothing to do with all the street business. They're just regular people who like the music. So when someone gets exposed, like a Gunna became bigger after that video came out. Gunna has never been this big. Am I right?
I really don't even know the situation with Gunna. I still be bumping some of his shit. If I like a song or something, yeah, I'm gonna bump it.
Listen, I'm not saying that you should or should not work with someone based on what they did. At the end of the day, I went into the Gunna situation really heavily, and the lawyer kept calling me.
I don't really know Gunna's situation, though. I don't know. I still don't know how he told right now. I don't know.
Gunna's situation was he took a plea deal, and he told the judge that YSL is a criminal gang. He's seen members of the gang do things and crimes in furtherance of the gang. That's what he said. And the excuse was the plea deal, because of self-incrimination, he couldn't take the stand because it potentially could turn into a Fed case. So therefore, the statement stopped right then and there, and it wasn't actually used in court. But then again, he did say that YSL is a criminal organization.
That's snitching, gang.
And that's why Young Thug hated him after that.
That's snitching. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look,
I ain't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look, back in the day when we did our last interview, this is actually one of the clips, you said that you would do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine back then. All right, so Tekashi gets out. You know, he gets time served at the end of the year, let's say. He calls up Lil Zay Osama, and he wants to get a feature on one of his songs.
I'm doing it.
Really?
I'm doing it.
Really? Most people say no.
Man, you can't call me no snitch. I'm well respect.
Okay, but you would do a song with a snitch.
Hell yeah, business is business. I'm gonna do anything to uplift my career or elevate. You feel me? Business is business. I don't know that man in the streets don't got nothing to do with what they going on and don't give a fuck. All right, so back then.
Remember?
I think I do remember that clip. So back then, here. I said I'd do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine because, once again, I still didn't know the history on it. I still didn't know what the fuck he did or if he did it for real. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, niggas be around niggas, and you know, that's just like Vlad. If you in the car with me right now, I know who you is. I'm not finna do no criminal activities around you when I possibly know in my mind you could tell.
Right.
Whether if I feel you not gonna tell or not, I know the person you is.
I'm not a street guy.
Come on, gang.
I'm not doing 30 years over your
We all
gun.
know 6ix9ine, not no street nigga.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Yeah, I just interviewed him, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it'd be like.
So you're saying that all those guys that were doing all that shit around him knew what they...
But I ain't gonna lie. Anybody that's a rat right now to this day, gang, I cannot do no song with them, folks.
Okay, so now
I
you
don't
changed,
care who
you
it
changed your
is.
stance.
Tekashi, Gunna, Durk. It's like I can't, bro. Even if I wanted to, folks, my body, heart, mind, and soul won't even let me.
So you've changed your
I
stance.
can find another nigga with the same status if I'm looking for somebody big to get on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping. I'll wait my turn. You feel me? But I ain't dealing with no rats on no song.
Well, FBG Butter, who's been on my show a couple of times, you guys locked up together?
Bro, this is dumbass little kid, bro, steady mentioning me, bro. I don't know him. He don't know me. We never been in person together. We never seen each other in person.
Oh.
Why does my name keep coming up in dude's mouth? Everybody from over there is turning gay. Everybody from their hood is turning gay. Like, for real. Like, don't keep mentioning me. You talking about somebody Glock dookie me, shot me with a Glock dookie in jail. You know that people put shit and piss in a bottle and all that, shake it up.
I think I think Rico Reckless made the Glock Dookie video on Vlad TV, and that went everywhere. Joe Rogan played it. He played it on his show.
And so
I know exactly what a Glock Dookie is.
yeah, so a nigga,
that's a real thing?
I was in jail, yeah. A nigga came into the visitation room and sprayed it at me. You feel me? And it hit my shoulder right here. Man, I beat the shit out of dude. Bing, bing, boop, 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 bing, 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 bing. You hear me? I beat his ass on my mama. His ass walking around like this. Fat eye. On phone up. That's what happened. So if Butter saying anything, tell him speak the facts and speak the real. That's what I hate about bitch ass, fake ass, op ass niggas. When you speak about a nigga that's your enemy, you gonna try to speak the worst shit on them and talk down on them. I get all my enemies credit.
So you really did get hit with a Glock Dookie in the shoulder?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
The fact that y'all even make Glock Dookies, man, do you just step back
That's
and
in
just
jail.
say...
That's some real disrespectful shit in jail.
But I feel like Chicago takes disrespect everywhere on a whole new level. Nobody was talking about smoking your dead friends until Chicago started doing it. Now Jacksonville does it. Now New York does it. But Chicago did it.
There's a lot of shit that Chicago do.
I've never heard of Glock Dookies. And then what's the other shit? When you knock the dude out, spit in his ass? That shit?
That's
you know what I'm talking about?
They call that savage life.
Savage life. There we go. I keep forgetting the name. That's another thing that Rico Reckless brought to my show.
That's some, like...
Have you ever seen that in person?
If I see somebody do that for me personally, I'll get on whoever doing that ass. Like,
have you ever seen it?
Like, I ain't never seen nobody do that shit a day in my life. Not one time.
But you've heard of it happening?
I heard of it happening, yeah, for sure, but I ain't ever seen nobody do that shit.
That is the gayest shit I've ever heard. The person who's actually doing it. Like, why? You knock someone out and you pull their pants down and you spit in their ass. Like, who even thinks of some shit like that?
That's gay, bro. If you got the time to pull down a man's pants, expose his butt and his private part,
right?
Spread his cheeks,
right?
And spit in his butt, you're gay.
Yes.
You're gay. Nothing's gangster about that.
No.
Nothing's gangster about that. I would disrespect you in a whole nother way, smack the shit out you or something. I'm not taking the time on my day to pull another man's pants down, spread his cheeks, and spit in his ass.
No.
That's like gay. And if y'all niggas in the county doing that or anywhere doing that, gang, y'all need to violate y'all members, kick their ass out the gang, kill their ass, all type of shit. Like, cause that's like, that ain't like manly, folk. That ain't no real nigga shit, no gangster shit, none of that. I don't condone it, not at all.
This is what, Cook County Jail?
Yeah.
Doing the feds. Where were you locked up in the feds?
I was at MDC, Brooklyn.
Oh, you were there the whole time?
Yeah.
So you did your 14 months there?
Yeah, I was there the whole time.
Oh.
When I was done with my time, I was transferred to Oklahoma for transit. I was there like 2 weeks, almost a month. Then I got transferred from there to Chicago MCC. I was there for like 7 days. I was actually up in there with Muwop and Lil Charles.
Oh.
Yeah, I was on the same deck with them. And then I left from there, got transferred to DuPage, and got out from DuPage.
So the whole time you were in MDC in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not really a prison. That's just a jail, right?
Yeah, it's like a holdover.
Okay. So
niggas was dying in that bitch, getting stabbed, cut left and right, dying in that bitch.
Really?
Everything going on in that bitch.
What was the craziest shit that you actually saw happen?
I seen a nigga get cut from his back, his ear, all the way down with a little ass razor this big.
Huh.
You would never think it cut you so deeply. Man, white meat was hanging out of his shit. His ear was hanging off. Ooh, I still feel it right now to this day. Ooh, I seen that shit up close. Like, you hear me? Oh, my brother. Shout out for them, man. That's it.
Do you know what that situation was about?
Dude came in there a snitch, man.
Oh.
He was a snitch. Tried to come live on the house we was in. And he almost died. I seen that shit. That shit was crazy, bro. Oh, my mom, that shit was crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Now with a little ass thing about this big, that shit was crazy.
Yeah?
It's called a scalpel.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
Them bitches
it's a medical tool.
Man, them bitches dangerous, boy.
How'd you feel when you walked out?
Man,
when your whole sentence was over.
I'm like, damn, I made it out that shit. I ain't gonna lie, being in MDC made me see shit real different about jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas real life jailing. Like, of course, we got little tools that help us, you know what I'm saying, jail too, but like, for real, niggas up in that bitch, like, niggas up in that bitch doing everything we do in the world. You know how the ops can come through and shoot up the block? In jail, it go down that same way this quick. A nigga could die, like, in a matter of seconds, like, for real. That shit was real. You know, I wasn't from there, so I was adapting to their culture, certain niggas, like, all the type of shit, bro, you know what I'm saying? No cap, so it was different for me, but when I made it about that shit, I'm like, yes, man, I'm finally home. I'm finally out. I can get back to work, get back to business, you know?
Well, you said, I ain't gonna lie, jail saved me from a lot of shit.
Yeah,
so every time I go to jail, that saved me from a gunshot.
Yeah. Facts.
Have you ever been shot?
Yeah, I've been shot in my chest right here at 15.
What was the situation about?
Came in and out. Shit, some little niggas around the neighborhood. My homie was into it with, you know what I'm saying? They came through shooting. I got hit.
You got hit.
Told you, I'm always the one. Always.
And it had nothing to do with
It had nothing to do with me. It's my homie beef. I get shot.
You get shot. You get arrested. You get locked up. You pay the lawyer bills.
Man.
The gun is blamed on you. You get blamed for your brother's shit.
It's crazy.
It's just a whole theme, it seems, with you.
I swear to God, fool.
Yeah?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna drop the YN tape.
Mm-hmm.
And drop a tape, it's called the YN tape. This is my last drill tape I'm doing. Last time, whatever you hear me say on these tracks and in these songs, forgive me, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm bringing the old Zay back in this whole tape in. I got a whole list full of features, man, bro. It's the last drill tape for me though, bro.
Well, you said something interesting. You said that survival in Chicago is almost impossible without leaving. You said, ain't no staying in the rack, it's just surviving. You know, you can be 40 years old and a dude from back in the day remember that you killed his daddy and they smoking you right then and there.
Yeah. This shit real out there. Like, you ain't gonna survive out there, gang. You every time I land in the rap gang, I'm going to jail. Every time I land in the rap gang, it's a shooting, it's something going on, gang.
So you just prepare for it.
You know what I'm saying? So I just prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? My killer instinct on all day. You feel what I'm saying?
When did you move out of Chicago officially?
I moved out 2 years ago, but I was back and forth.
And every time you went back, problems?
And every time I went back, it was problems. So me not getting a message from God is just like, stay your ass from there. You don't need to be there. And I'm steady going around that, and that's why I ended up in those situations. Not listening to the man upstairs, fool. I ain't gonna lie, fool.
I mean, listen.
And I was steady getting the messages and the signs, and I just was going around them.
Look, if you listen to a lot of my old interviews, like, I would tell guys to leave. Like I told Duck to leave Chicago.
Yeah.
And he argued with me. I told Mo3 to leave Dallas. He argued with me. You know, I just interviewed Hernandez Govan. He's the one that beat that Dolph murder case. You know what I'm talking about? No? Well, you know,
The bald head old man?
no. He's well, I mean, let me show you. I'll show you a picture.
So nobody got
He is bald.
nobody got convicted of the Dolph case?
Well, no. This is you talking about this right here, this dude?
Who was that?
So he was being charged with being the go-between between Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, and the killers, the two killers.
Mm-hmm.
So the two killers got caught and one of them got convicted, I think pled guilty, got life in prison. The other one is still fighting his case. So the dude that's fighting his case snitched on the other killer and then also said that this dude, Hernandez Govan, like was going to pay him like $80,000 to do the murder. And the money was coming from Big Jook. But then Big Jook got killed right around that same time. So he got charged with being...
Man, I don't know nothing about Memphis and they shit, man.
He got charged with being
crazy.
the mastermind, being the go-between for the money. But the only evidence was one of the dudes snitching on him, and he knew everyone. There was text messages and calls between Big Jook and the killers, but none of the text messages said anything. So what's crazy about this case was that a week before the trial, he signed a 10-year plea deal. He said, you know, I'll just do the time, fuck it, because he was facing life. So he said, fine, I didn't do it, but I'll just sign 10 years. The plea deal went back to Dolph's family, and the family didn't want the plea deal. So the DA ripped up the plea deal, never signed it. He went to court and then beat it in court. Found out guilty. Have you ever heard of that happening before? A plea deal that you sign that gets thrown out? Yeah, that happened. So in a way, young Dolph's family basically freed him by telling the DA not to sign the plea deal. Did you know Dolph at all? Yeah. Yeah, I never met him either.
I listened to his music though.
Yeah, he was dope. He was dope, man. Now, you said your drill Mount Rushmore. You remember the names?
Yeah.
You want to name them?
Chief Keef,
Yep, that's one.
G Herbo,
Yep,
King Von.
yep.
Did I put Polo G on there?
No.
It gotta be some older niggas if I put.
Nope.
Hold on. Chief Keef, King Von, G Herbo. That's crazy. I don't even remember. Did I put myself on there?
No. We've talked about him in this interview.
You said I did what?
We've already talked about him in the interview.
In
Of course
this
you're
interview?
forgetting. Yeah.
FBG Duck?
No.
Who?
Lil Durk.
Okay, Smirk.
Yeah.
Who else?
That's it. That's the 4.
That was 4?
Yeah.
I thought I did 5.
No, it's 4. Rushmores are usually 4.
Oh. I
Yeah.
thought it was
Herbo,
5.
Chief Keef, Durk,
I'm trying
and
to see.
Von.
I'm like, FBG Duck, King, Louis, who? I'm trying to see.
I mean, you would put King Von on the Chicago drill Mount Rushmore, considering he didn't have that long of a career?
He ain't had that long of a career, and the impact that he had on the culture with the little amount of time was so crazy. Like, it was so crazy. I feel like King Von even helped turn Durk's situation back up.
I think he did, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, you definitely got to get credit when it's due. You hear me? Bro. I ain't gonna lie, even that nigga King Louis, that nigga, he had a good run with the drill music too.
Yeah, I've been
And
to
he
Louis a
was
few
doing
times,
his
yeah.
thing with the drill music too. Like, way back before all these rappers came out, I was listening to King Louis, like, for real, on the drill shit. I even used to listen to Duck a while back. No cap.
Yeah, I mean, those four is pretty much, you know, I mean, you could rotate Polo G with someone if you want, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
no, you pretty much got him. You pretty much got him. So you're fully independent right now
I'm fully independent right now.
because you were
I
on.
just partnered with United Masters though
Okay,
to drop this YN tape.
okay. So who were you with before?
I was with Warner Brothers for 7 years.
So what happened with that?
And shit, we just wasn't seeing eye to eye and shit. I got out of there.
Okay. So what's different now that you're independent?
I get to see what the fuck money I got coming in. I get to count my motherfucking dollars and know where it's coming from, who it's coming from, how much it is, and when it's coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got the leverage to walk in these rooms to go get different bags, you feel me? I can clear different shit for different artists and people that I fuck with and do different songs with people without all the extra shit. You know, and I like to figure that I'm gonna be a CEO soon. Like I got artists already, I got a label, so I want to learn a lot of these things on my own also. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that the label do, like with playlisting, marketing. You know what I'm saying? All type of branding, like all I want to learn this shit on my own, so I can instill it in my artists and my people that's coming up too. You know what I'm saying? So I could teach them shit and just know it, because I'm gonna be in the business for a long time.
Okay. So you have the new project.
Yeah,
That's the YN project.
the YN tape. Yeah.
The YN tape. Any features?
Vert 7'9", fully chopped, OT7 Kwani, YTB Fat. The rest I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. Make sure the YN tape finna drop. Make sure y'all go get that. It's my last drill album.
So after that, you're doing what?
After that, I'm doing hip hop, pop, rock.
Rock.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Country.
Country, all type of shit. Trying to tell you. I'm a real versatile artist. A lot of people ain't heard it or seen it, but a lot of people know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
So you actually got baptized recently.
I got baptized April 15th.
April 15th. What led up to that?
Just all the shit that I was going through. You know, my whole family, we all Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my daddy, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And my daddy be trying to teach me a lot of stuff about it, and also giving me the books to read, you know what I'm saying? Trying to help me gain the knowledge and understanding, you know what I'm saying? And I will overlook it all these years, but I'll be like, I believe in God, I believe in God, I believe in God. But don't really do nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm in the streets, all this bad stuff happening, all this going on, like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes it's bad shit, you know? So it's just like, I don't want to wait till I'm 40 and 50 to get right with God. You feel what I'm saying? I want to build a relationship and know him now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all the blessings that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit that's going on. You feel me? I want to get close with him, really, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we talk about the Hebrew Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
What I think of, and I think a lot of people think of, is the dudes in Times Square that's dressed up like Marvel superheroes that are yelling at mixed couples that walk by. And you know what I'm talking about? The dude, you know what I'm saying? Like the dudes that just like wear the outlandish clothes and are out there yelling at people. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
No? Hold on a second.
I ain't been around New York for real. I hate New York. Not even just because I got locked up there, but they fool everything nasty there. They streets too tight. Like, I fuck with New York niggas heavy, though. My dogs from out there, man. Eminem, Scone.
Like, dudes like this. You see these guys all over, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
These guys.
Funny. Yeah.
And shout out to every religion, man. I'm Jewish myself. You know what I mean? I have Muslim friends, you know.
Oh, you a Jew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got something in common.
Yeah.
Right. Russian Jew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Jew friends, man.
Of course, man. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Last question before I let you go. You tapped in with Q50.
Yeah.
Bloodhound Q50. I interviewed him.
Mm-hmm.
Smart kid. I really like the way he answered a lot of his questions. You know what I'm saying? He really, like, like very few people I've interviewed really are just completely self-aware of every single thing that they answer. And it's not like he didn't want certain questions asked, like he knew how to answer every type of question well. But when you look at that whole situation, like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, did you know him at all?
Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I know him.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
So he got killed tragically. And then Q50 just got shot.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he got
In
shot.
hold on a second, where was it? Like Milwaukee, I think. Hold on, where was it?
St. Louis?
No, St. Louis. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so
I thought the car got shot up. I didn't know he got shot.
did he get hit? He may have gotten hit. I think it was relatively light, regardless, because he was out right away. But when you look at those types of artists that are really putting out, you know, that type of music, and then you see that type of violence that follows it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a conversation with Q50 and told him, like, hey, listen?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't never had no conversation with him like that. We just had a conversation about music, linking up and doing music.
Yeah.
I be talking to Vert more than I talk to Q50.
Right.
You know?
But when you look at that
I
situation,
used to be the same young nigga on hot,
that's
dumb,
what I'm saying.
crazy
It seems
shit
like a
all
lot of
day.
these dudes are copying what you guys did
Mm-hmm.
and having the worst possible outcome sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
which is dying, prison, you know.
But that's why I'm trying to tell you, it's like the trend. That's the new way to get paid. Be the most gangsters, biggest, killer, 100 bodies. That's the way that these young niggas out here getting paid. They getting on off that type of shit. So what they gonna keep doing? They gonna keep doing this shit. It ain't gonna never go stop. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of wars in Chicago. A lot of niggas into it, beefing heavy. Everybody proud in the way, don't want to let go, don't want to look goofy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cycle. It's going to continue.
You know what I just realized? I'd forgotten about this. This wasn't in my notes, but I did YFN Lucci's last interview before he got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went through all that Rico shit.
Mm-hmm.
But what we talked about was a shooting that happened with you and him were there when it happened.
Yeah.
And I guess nobody was injured, but what, a shootout happened during the video shoot?
Yep, I was right there. Me and Lucci, we right there chilling, talking. I was out there to shoot a video with Lucci. You feel me? I ended up shooting a video with bro. I ended up going to his hood in Summer Hill. We out there chilling. Niggas came through busting.
This is Atlanta?
Yeah, it was in the A.
Okay. How did you feel when you're now in Atlanta, you're not even Chicago anymore, and the same shit is starting to happen?
I ain't gonna lie, it was unexpected. Like not saying like Atlanta some hoes or no shit like that, but it's just like I wasn't expecting no shooting to happen, like right there. Like I don't know. It's like when I'm out of town, I'm really just like I'm open. I'm outside. I'm partying, liquor, drinking, smoking, bitches, riding cars crazy. You know, sometimes walking down the street, walking in stores, sometimes dolo, sometimes with people. I don't know. I just feel like I done been through the worst of the worst in Chicago. When I'm in other cities, it just be like, I'm free again, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn over the years, nigga, it's killers in every city. It go down in every city. Shit, the same way you move in Chicago, you gotta move like that out here, you know? And like, I wasn't on that back then. I'm just moving however, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't expect that shit to go on. So I'm like, damn. No, it was shocking to me.
Were you and Lucci close?
Yeah, me and Lucci, you know, like back then,
Yeah.
you know, we used to bust moves and shit. We used to sell watches and shit to Lucci and them homies and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been in Atlanta playing in cars and foreigns and having mansions and shit like that. Me and my homie. And we was fucking with Lucci and them, selling them the watches and shit that we go get. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's interesting is, because, you know, the whole beef that happened where everyone got arrested was between Thug and Lucci, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But now they're both out, and I guess they're getting ready to drop albums. And Young Thug just posted "Fuck Wife and Lucci."
I just seen
Album
that.
out Friday.
My homie just showed me.
Yeah. And then Lucci responded, said, "Album ain't nothing for a million, ugly ass man. Thug already Friday, fuck buddy."
I think
already
I think
legend.
it's the publicity stunt to make their albums go up though. They agreed on that. That's what I think.
You think so? The two of them are friends now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I hope it just doesn't turn into the same bullshit again.
Yeah, I hope it ain't no bullshit again either,
Yeah.
man. Lucci deserve his shot, man.
I fuck with Lucci. Like I did his last interview. I've done multiple interviews with Lucci.
Lucci deserve his
You know,
shot.
me and Fly have always been good. You know,
He
the
been
label
grinding
owner.
for a long time. He
Yeah.
a good nigga, man. I fuck
Yeah,
with
I'm
Lucci.
glad he's out. And I hope this doesn't turn into the bullshit once again. Because it really was a train wreck. And I think everyone lost. Seriously. Everyone sat in jail for long periods of time. Some people are never getting out. People died.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a disaster. You know?
Facts.
But look, man, I'm glad you're out now. And it seems like you're really taking your life seriously. You're taking your religion seriously. You're
Hell
taking
yeah.
the people around you. You didn't roll up with a whole bunch of people today.
Hell no.
You came in, it was just your man and Shirley Jew. You know what I'm saying? And man, I wish you all the best. You got real fans. You got a real career. You got real opportunities. And I think that once you really start just taking these steps of separating yourself from certain people, not going to certain places, staying out of the mix when you know that it's a problem, I think you're just gonna just have a dope career and keep making more money and keep elevating, man. You know, I've been fucking with you for the last 6 years.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's what it is, man. Until next time.
You already know.
Peace.